Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Unless you are new, in that case, welcome to my channel. I am Sam. So nice to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is going to be a plant chore maintenance vlog. I'm going to be filming stuff over, I don't know, the next few days, I guess. I have a lot of stuff I need to get done. Yeah, so I'm not even going to spend too much time on the intro here. You'll just have to stick around and wait and see what all we're going to be doing. I do have a new plant that needs potted up, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that and probably do that first. We just did a repotting video. There is more to be done. I really don't know what all this video is going to entail. With that being said, if you're interested in sticking around for the ride, just watching a nice chilled out, relaxed plant chore video, then this one might be for you. So stick around, hang tight, and let's jump right on in to this vlog. This is a new baby that's still in plastic, so we need to pot her up. Y'all, we are here. My little potting poof. First up, we're gonna pot this little beauty. Philodendron compost. I'll put the name on the screen, but it goes by philodendron compo. This is a juvenile one. I mean, it's starting to kind of get the ears up here at the lobes of the leaf, if you can see that there. I'll insert a picture of a mature leaf of this, but they're pretty cool. They're really velvety, kind of like a micans. They're supposed to be pretty easy care and pretty vigorous growers. I paid for a rooted cutting with 2 leaves, and this clearly has more than 2 leaves. So it has 4 leaves. This one here is pretty new, and then it has a new one on the way. So I'm not going to be talking too much throughout this. I will let y'all know what's going on, but I intend on just kind of putting some nice music over this and letting y'all watch me work. I want this to be somewhat relaxing. This is in all perlite, so I guess that's how it was rooted. I've heard great things about perlite propagation. So this is my Hoya affinis. If you can see, she was getting pretty tall and leggy, so I did cut the top of her. I have that cutting here in a cup of water, and it has rooted a little bit. So I would like to go ahead and place this back in the pot with a mother plant because it hasn't shot off a new growth point yet, and the goal is to fill out this pot. I'm gonna see if I can just kind of dig a little bit of a hole. I don't like these core poles because they're not great. They're for giant pots, and I don't know. This isn't a giant pot, so it's difficult. So I'm just gonna like dig a little bit of a hole here and just kind of stick that down in there because there's not a huge root system, so I don't really see the point of unpotting this whole plant just to put this little baby down in here. And then when it grows a little bit, I'll attach it to the moss pole. Yeah, this is super top heavy. It's a huge pain. Yeah, Hoya affinis. It's a pretty interesting Hoya. And it's why I have it leaning up against the wall. It's just so top heavy. This is a plant you guys haven't seen in a while. This is one of my philodendron splendids. The mother plant you would have seen in the tent tour. So this is one of the cuttings I took off of her. This was the new leaf she put off, and right here is the next new leaf she is getting ready to put off, and there's already a new one coming in there. So it's doing pretty well. I don't know why it's actually looking a little bit droopy. But this is another cutting that didn't root quite as quickly as this one. So I moved it from moss to water, and now we have a little bit of root action going on. There's actually not a whole lot, but we also have a growth point coming out right there. So this is another one that I would like to put in the pot with this one. Let's just see how the roots are doing. I have this in a orchid pot. Okay, I can see some of the roots down in there, and they look okay. Honestly, I kind of want to put this chunkier soil mix down in here anyway, because this has a lot of perlite, but it's really not as chunky as I would like it to be. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stick, I think I'm gonna put it on the other side of the pot. Stick this down in here. And use my new mix. It's a lot more chunky and aerated. Top it with some of this. There she is. Here's the second cutting that I added in, and here's the growth point coming up out of the soil. Put it back down in the cash po. That's nice. I like that. Okay, next I want to show y'all a plant that I meant to show you in my anthurium collection, and I forgot to get the B-roll footage to actually show you because it's living in this jar. But it's my anthurium philodendron, which I'm highly considering purchasing a larger one, even though this one's doing fine, and it's actually grown quite a bit from the seedling that it was when I initially got it. It's all the way at the bottom there. You see it? I'm thinking about taking it out of this moss and putting it in soil now that I have a grow tent, and moving it in my tent and letting it live in soil because it's doing really well. The leaves are getting larger, but I think it would probably appreciate a little bit more light and some nutrients in soil. I think that's what I'm going to do next. Stick my hands down in this jar and work around and try to remove this anthurium without causing any damage to it or the other plants. I also want to give the philodendron brandy and my Begonia chloristicta that's in here a little bit more room to kind of expand and grow out. My chloristicta is growing taller, but she got smashed in the lid, so her top leaves got effed up basically. This needs watered as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stick my hands down and try to pull this out. Wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to wet the moss. I think it's too dry. I'm not able to separate it because it's so dry, so I'll be right back. I did put some nutrients, some fertilizer, phytoplankton fertilizer in this water, because I know these plants could use it. Usually after I water in here, I leave the lid off for at least a couple of days just so it can dry out a little bit until the moss is just kind of damp, and then I will replace the lid so it doesn't get too wet and we don't have any issues. Those roots are really grown down in there. With all the different plants that are in here, it's just really difficult because the roots are all entwined down in the moss. I just ripped a root. I'm sorry, buddy. Super sorry. Oh, I got it, I think. I got him. Oh, look how beautiful you are. I haven't actually seen this plant up close since it was itty bitty. I mean, the leaves were smaller than this when I put it down in. I did lose a couple leaves, but look how large these newer leaves are. That's incredible. Okay, let's find a pot for this philodendron. even fit in there? Barely. Okay, guys. So he's potted up. I went ahead and watered him and washed the dirt off of his leaves. I'm gonna start him out in the grow tent, kind of on a bottom lower shelf, not super close to the grow light because he's used to getting some pretty indirect light. So we'll see how he does. I'm gonna keep a very close eye on him because I really want him to do well. Let's move into here. I have some sad stuff going on, y'all. So this was my beautiful, full, and lush Calathea zebrina. Oh, I'm so upset about this, you guys. This was the one in the apartment that was sitting behind me in the basket stand. Basically, it's been living here where this decursiva is. I need to move this. It's only here temporarily, okay? It's been living here for about 6-7 months, as long as we've been here where we are now. And every time I shower, the water gets drained into here off the shower curtain. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening anyway. And I think it was overwatered. I've already cut away so many leaves and now these ones are completely screwed. So I'm going to check out the roots in this and I'm going to cut it back and just hope for the best. But that's not all that's going on in here. So over here, I'm so sad. This string of bananas needs thrown away. It's completely, it's gone. It's gone and it's in the way. But I'm probably going to catch it on fire. This is another zebrina, I think. This was from Aroid Market from the first package they sent me early 2020. And it's kind of doing something similar, but I know that it's not getting wet. So I am going to take it in my kitchen and I'm going to treat it. This was the new leaf and it came in with crisping. Both of these Calathea have done super well, but it's like now that it's getting colder out, they're just not doing so well. And we have this beautiful Dieffenbachia, and I think this is the Tropic Snow. It's doing well. I know you can't really tell with the lighting and stuff, but it's doing okay. We're going to tend to these zebrinas and see what we can do to help them because I really don't want to lose these plants. See what we can do. First, we're gonna make some coffee. Check out this new leaf on this waterberryanum. It's getting huge, you guys. It's beautiful. But another thing I really need to do, Bindi, no. I'm going to chop up this tenue type. It's growing, putting off this new leaf here. You can see it's very small, it's very stunted, and it's very leggy. We're losing this leaf, so I'm basically just gonna chop this up down to like right here and let it restart itself, and then probably do the same thing I did earlier and pot these back in with the mama once they root.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah. Memory lane isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, breathe slow.
Okay guys, I want to show you a couple things. So I have a couple Ziplocs here. I'm trying to whisper because my daughter's asleep on the couch over there, but I genuinely have no idea what's in these. I put all different types of like cuttings of stuff in these, and I actually got a package that was completely held up in the mail, and it had a bunch of different stuff in it. And yeah, it got held up in the mail for 3 weeks, and so everything came to me mush. There were some stems I was able to chop up and throw in here, and some of them didn't make it and a couple of them did. And then other things are just like clippings from my plants around my house. But yeah, there's a couple things growing in these bags and I don't know what they are, so maybe y'all can help me identify them. It's really hard to tell like baby plants when they're this juvenile what they are, but this is definitely some type of philodendron. Excuse my nails. It's a philodendron chunk, but the leaves are white, and I know that it's not a Florida ghost. Okay, I know it's not a Florida ghost, but normally philodendron like this, even variegated philodendron, come in with the green leaves. You can't ID them or tell what they are till they get larger, but they come in with green leaves. These leaves are pure white, the stems are white, and I have no idea what it is. So like I said, I know it's not a Florida ghost, but I don't know. Do you guys know of any philodendrons that can start out as white? I thought that was pretty interesting, but whatever it is rooting and it's growing, so that is a good sign. That is mush, whatever that is. That's not gonna survive. There's a little Begonia Bubbles right there. This, I don't know what this is. It looks like a gloriosum. I don't know if I put a gloriosum in here. Oh, it is a gloriosum. Okay, it just kicked in when I seen the node, only because I remember putting this in there now. This is a gloriosum. Okay, how cool is that? Does it have any roots? I don't know, it doesn't have many roots if it does, but that leaf, it's crazy because for it to be so small, that leaf actually looks like a gloriosum. You can see the white veining and everything, so that's really cool. And then right here, please excuse my nails, there's another leaf coming in. Okay, so I just figured out what this is as I was showing it to you guys. Baby gloriosum, so cute. That is dead, I think. I just have so many random things in here. Like this is growing and rooting, no idea what that is. I have no idea, you guys, okay? I put them in these bags. I literally just forget about them because you don't have to open them hardly ever unless there's like mold or too much moisture or something. You really don't. They stay moist, and I just pop them under my grow lights and they either grow or they don't. So I guess we'll find out eventually what that white philodendron is, but as of now, I have no idea. Let's put them in here and blow some air in there. My neighbors are probably looking at me out my window and think I'm crazy. I guess I'm gonna stick these babies back under the grow light. Okay, oh, I'm so shiny. My phone's about to die, but I thought I'd bring you in here and show y'all a couple pretty leaves real quick. Okay, so I know this is a mess. This is another thing we need to do. We need to propagate my bipinnifolia. There's two in here that are about to snap themselves. They're bending downwards. So yeah, we need to do something about that. But y'all, look how beautiful this new leaf. This is my Monstera Thai Constellation. This was his last to newest leaf. That was the leaf prior, which has a lot of chunky white in it. It's so pretty. And then this is the newest leaf. It's actually starting to harden off now, but isn't that gorgeous? It's getting huge. I really want to clean this area up a little bit more because I feel like you just can't appreciate my beautiful Thai Constellation and just all the pretty plants here. They're just so tied in with each other. And then this splendid that I pulled out and potted the other splendid in goes right here. But this is the pot for the Thai Constellation. He has many more leaves. They're just, you can't see anything because there's way too many plants in there. Here was his smaller leaves. And then here's my little albo, which I think a lot of people think is the same plant when I show it on Instagram, but it's not. This is my albo. I actually took this cutting and sold the base of my albo, or it would be a lot larger, but yeah, all the leaves are fenestrated now. This was his new leaf. So cute. The first leaf he gave me since I had chopped him and re-rooted him, and he is fully rooted, so I repotted him recently. Very cute. And then here's Opie. I love Opie, and I think you guys will too. I don't talk about or show this plant nearly enough on my channel, but this is a Hoya obovata. He's getting so big and his pot's adorable. Like, look how big this plant is getting. For a Hoya, that's pretty good for me, okay? Because my Hoyas like to stay small a lot, but I love that pink splotching on the leaves. It's just gorgeous. The lime green, the circle, the pink splotching. And then look at the little funky guy right here. So cute. There's just so much going on inside this pot. He's awesome. He's a cool, cool guy. Favorite for sure.
Chore.